Hi, welcome to another posting of this Mark 2 Jaguar 2-door wide body coupe which I'm building. Real quick one here for you. Pardon me. Steering rack. Originally the car was steering box. They did do power but also manual. The box I have for it is a manual. I wasn't going to go for either. I wanted to put rack and pinion steering on. It's a much more stable setup, and the feel from the whole system is apparently better than the box. I've never driven a car with a box, so I couldn't really say, but everybody says rack's better than box. Much more control and so forth. Anyway, this rack is off a Jaguar XJ8 1998 car. It has the blow-off speed regulator valve, which basically just blows off pressure once it starts travelling, so you haven't got as much assistance. I got this also because it's a more modern rack than the standard units which people are using from the Series 3 Jaguar XJ6. Which I've got in my black Mark 2 down yonder. Anyway, so what have I done with this? Well, last time I talked about doing a rack, I wanted to do, I think it was 2 inches off each end of the tie arm. But my problem was taking 2 inches off. The amount of bumps here I would have, this thing moving through an arc would be quite severe, and I couldn't really think of anything else, and I didn't want to go for any other kind of rack because it'd start throwing up lots of other problems trying to make things fit and so forth. So I decided, instead of chopping the tie arm down, to go to the body. Now I'm sure there will be a lot of people saying, no, you can't do that. Well, why not? That's what I say, why not? I cut it, I've chopped out 4-inch. There you go. I've got 6-inch on there because that's what I originally wanted. But unfortunately, when I stripped it down, the rack itself, the maximum amount I could chop off was 4-inch. So 4-inch it was. So I chopped out 4-inch. I made myself a tube to go in the end to line everything up, to make sure it was all back in the same position and the run was true all the way through. And then I tigged it back together. I put a root in, I chamfered the edges, and I put a root in, and then I capped it with my TIG welder. The rack itself, I made a jig. You have to bear with me. I made this jig to make sure that everything was kept true. And I did the same thing there. I chamfered the edges off. I left myself a 1mm flat face with a 1mm gap, and I tigged the root in, and then I capped it with the TIG and built it all back up. I fettled it down, resealed all the rack, and I've put it back together. A friend of mine has a company who builds hydraulic pumps and racks and boxes. Well, some boxes, but mainly racks and pumps for cars and light commercials. And I put it on his test rig, and it's lovely. So there you go. I've tried it under the car, and it's looking nice. So I've just got to now drop the engine back in the car, so that when I put this in, I don't foul anything. Because if I put this in without the engine, then drop the engine and it's in the way of something, then I've got problems. So engine in, and then I'll fasten that in, and we'll see how we go. I might have to chop maybe 1/2 inch off the ends and just put 1/2 inch of thread up here, but I don't know yet. I'm hoping that the trackered end will come up far enough to allow me, so I don't have to start chopping and rethreading, but we'll see. But there you go, a Jaguar XJ8 ZF steering rack from a 98 car, which is going to go into my Mark 2. And good thing as well, just to mention, the turn on this, they're a good rack these really, because they quicken up as you run from left to right from centre. There's a really nice design cut inside there, which a lot of racks don't do, and this is a 2 3/4 turn from lock to lock, which is quite quick as well. So there you go. Hope you're enjoying these. There you go.